try that again. Are you all ready to get going today? All right, let me be the first to welcome everybody to the brand new Frogtown Community Center. My name is Mike Hom, and I have the awesome job of being the director of our Department of Parks and Recreation. So on behalf of myself and our entire professional staff, a lot of whom are wearing the blue shirts, can all of our staff team raise their hands? We want to welcome you here to Frogtown Community Center. I have a couple quick jobs today, and that is one. The second is to start the introduction of our series of speakers. And the first speaker is my boss, St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter. And Mayor Carter has been instrumental in the improvement of our parks and recreation facilities. When Mayor Carter talks about a city that works for all of us, he challenges me and challenges our staff team to make sure that that includes a world-class parks and recreation system that works for all of us. So on behalf of our staff team, we're up to that challenge. So please join me in welcoming St. Paul Mayor Melvin Carter.
The second person to officially welcome you to Frogtown Community Center. Isn't this space amazing? Yeah. You know, anybody who's ever been on this block in the last 100 years knows that this is a block that knows how to attract children and families from across this neighborhood and across this city. For a very, very long time, as Scheffer Recreation Center, this grass, this field, these basketball courts were always full with people, you know, drum teams and football teams and people playing whatever pickup games they were playing. I once saw on the basketball courts that we had out here, I once saw some kids at first freshly fallen snow literally trudge a three-point line in the snow on the basketball courts and play basketball in the snow. That's how used this space is. And Mike and I have been having a conversation for a very long time, since before I was even mayor, when I was on the city council representing this area, that you know what, we could meet the families, we could meet the children, we could meet the nonprofits, we could meet the parents, we could meet all the leaders who come in this space and program this space for our children. We could meet their passion with a much, much, much better facility. And today we're opening that facility. Woo! Hey. Now, we have a lot of partners who make that work. I see School Board Member John Broderick here. It's great to see you. I see our State Representative Rena Moran here. Thank you for all of your support. I certainly see our Parks and Rec staff. You know, they raised their hands, but it wasn't complete. I'm going to ask them to raise their hands one more time. And can we give them the enormous round of applause that they deserve when they do? Please raise your hand. Because those are the folks who work day in, day out, all day, all week, all month, all year for us to make sure that this space is available for our kids. You know, we're proud of the things that we're doing in our administration to build this city as a city that works for all of us. We've tripled free programs in our rec centers. We've eliminated late fees in our libraries. And don't you know that if we didn't know it before, we're seeing more than ever right now in our city why it's so important for us to have pro-social, positive, proactive activities for our young people to do after school and out of school time, so that they can make friends, so they can connect with peers, and so they can connect with adult role models like so many of the people here in this space today. So I thank you for being there. And young people who are here, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for just being in this space. Thank you for how hard you work in school. Thank you for playing in the gym. Thank you for playing on these fields. The only thing we want you to do is come and use this space and treat it like it's yours, and we'll know that our public dollars invested in this space will be well invested in you. Thank you very much. And I want to introduce our next speaker, someone who's been very important to getting this investment happen, a partner of ours, and the person who represents me as my city council member, Ward 1 City Council Member Dai Tao.
You know, I'm excited. This is long overdue. It's been a long time coming. We've been searching, we've been wanting a place that belongs to all of us. And I just want to, before I forget, I want everybody in the city of St. Paul to know that even though this Frogtown Community Center is in Ward 1, it belongs to everybody in the city of St. Paul. So you are more than welcome to use this facility anytime. I want to give a shout out to some of the folks that I worked with to make sure that this dream come to fruition, right? So Chris Stark, where are you, Chris? Over there. We have Toria Randall. Where are you? Gina Stokes. Woo. Gwen Peterson, the great Gwen Peterson? Yeah, right there. And then Alice Miser, where are you? Woo. So let me tell you a story. One day, and Noel Nix, who worked in the Ward 1 office, and now he works for the mayor's office, he's also been instrumental in this, right? And I want to also recognize FNA, Frogtown Neighborhood Association. Where are you guys? Woo! So they're a great organizer. They got they collected a bunch of stories, went to talk to the CIB board, the Capital Improvement Board, which influenced them to continue to invest in Ward 1, and we have this great facility. So I want to recognize that. So one day, Chris walked into my office with Alice, and I haven't worked with Chris before, and so he was telling me that his job was to be the lead project manager and to design this, and part of that is to engage in the community. And so I said, okay, we got this white guy, right? And so this is a very diverse community, and it is a community that haven't been heard in a long time. And so I knew that Chris had a hard role ahead of him to make sure that he could bring the community together. And let me tell you, it was hard work, but Chris and his team, they did everything they could. They engaged the community, they built the community, they built ownership in the community, and that's why St. Paul's a great city to live in, because our staff take the time and the energy to build the community, to engage the community, to build ownership, to make sure that when it's built out, that this facility, whether you're 80-year-old, you're 80-year-old, whatever race, culture, whatever neighborhood you're from, it belongs to you, and it has a place that worked for you. And so I'd like to give the staff another great round of applause. And I want to address something really important, and the mayor touched on this too. When we build our community, part of creating peace of mind, part of building our young people and our family is to have a place where they can go and they belong. Part of creating community safety, part of public safety is having this facility where young people, all people can go, and they're surrounded by people who care, adults that care about them, that know them by their name, and they walk in there and the first thing they see is a smile. Welcome to our facility. Welcome to the Frogtown Community Center. And that's what kids need in this community. If anybody else think that investing in our community, investing in young people, it's a bad strategy, I have to disagree with them. So we need to continue to build our community, invest in the community, invest in young people, be proactive. Part of our prevention, part of building great lives in the city of St. Paul is investing in young people, investing in the neighborhood, and that's what we're here to do today. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Next time when it's my kid's birthday, we're going to come and rent this space. We're going to have cake, and all of you are welcome to join us. Thank you. I wanted to introduce the next speaker. His name is Mr. Tua Zhang. He owns the Mongtown Market across the street. He's been a vocal advocate at the table, voicing for our community, and he's been a great partner. And so, you know, one of the great ideas that I'm thinking about is that all the food, all the grocery, all the fruits and vegetables that's not sold over there, why don't we bring it over to the Frogtown Community Center so that we can give it all to our community, right? Yeah. Mr. Tua, please come up here. Thank you.
My name is Tua, and I am from the Mountain Marketplace, just across the street. I have been in that operation for over 15 years, and my office is sitting directly facing the Scheffer Park. And oftentimes, I am thinking, can or will someday the Scheffer Park be renovated or reconstructed so that it contains, or so that it can attract more diverse neighborhood sports or activities, so and so. And finally, I got approached to be sitting in the board of advisor by Chris Stark. Chris, where are you? Why are you including me in the first place? My gosh, thank you so much. So I came into play, and I gave him some ideas, such as sports that are applicable to the people that are living in this neighborhood, because this neighborhood is one of the most diverse neighborhoods. So therefore, I gave him some of the ideas, and at the end, some of those are happening. And today, the real thing is a brand new building, the newest building of St. Paul as a park and rec is happening. So thank you so much for the mayor, city council, Daito, and Parks and Rec, especially the leader right here, and Gina, who's writing the emails, and the team. So thank you so very much. From this day on, there'll be more sports. There'll be diverse sports, top spin, soccer, you name it, all coming here. So this is Yakato too. I am a professional Kato player for over 14, 15 years. So we'll be playing that. And thank you so much for everybody. And we'll be making this park and rec so good, and the best one in St. Paul. Thank you so much. My bad, I got too excited. I have to introduce my next speaker, which is Mohammed Laban, and he is representing a different community. So God welcome you right here. Thank you.
I'm a Rando Frogtown community member, and I was part of the organizing for this park. And I'd like to thank all the community members in Frogtown who took part advocating for our youth. This community is special because of the diversity of this community. When you go to the green line, you will and it stops Victoria, Dale, Western, Rice. You see the diversity of the community, and this place is where all those community members come together, and it's their home. Thank you so much for organizing. This belongs to all of us in Frogtown and Rando.
Whose rec center is this?